They picked on the quiet kid. Huge mistake. What they didn't realize. His hidden skills would soon leave them trembling. Shaken. Silenced. Westlake High buzzed with the usual storm of Monday morning noise. Lockers slamming, sneakers squeaking across the tiled floor, voices rising in chaotic harmony. The place was alive with chatter and cliques. But tucked within that noisy current was a boy trying desperately not to stand out. A boy whose silence held secrets. 15-year-old Ravi kept his head low as he weaved through the hallway currents like a ghost. He was 5 feet 6 inches, slightly pudgy, and seemed to almost melt into the background. His deep-set, thoughtful eyes stayed downcast, hidden beneath a fringe of thick black hair that acted as his personal shield from the world. Ravi wasn't just quiet. He was intentional about it. Invisible by choice. It was only his 3rd week at Westlake, but Ravi had already become a master of avoidance. Arrive early before the chaos begins. Stick to the sides of hallways like a shadow. Speak only if spoken to, and even then as briefly as possible. And when that last bell rang, leave like smoke, disappearing before anyone could target him. Moving from San Francisco to a suburban town in Connecticut was already a massive change. Unfamiliar streets, colder air, and a school where everyone seemed to know everyone, except him. The very last thing Ravi wanted was attention, especially the wrong kind. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Yo, check out Pudge coming through. The taunt cut through the noise like a blade. Ravi didn't have to look up to know the voice belonged to Damon Reeves. Junior. Varsity football jacket always on. Shoulders wide. Confidence wider. And a smirk permanently stitched across his face. Flanking him were the usual shadows. Tyler Watson and Chris Hoffman. Loyal as puppies, cruel as wolves. Their laughter followed Damon's like an echo. Ravi's shoulders tensed. He kept his gaze firmly locked on the speckled blue linoleum beneath his feet. Pretend it didn't happen. Just walk. Keep walking. I'm talking to you, new kid. Damon stepped into his path like a wall. You deaf or something? Ravi tried to sidestep, murmuring a quiet no. But Damon shifted with him, blocking the path again. What's the rush, huh? We're just here to roll out the red carpet for our newest student. The smirk never reached his eyes. Yeah, we're the official welcoming committee. Tyler added with a snicker, clearly enjoying every second. Ravi inhaled quietly. I'm just trying to get to class. Oh, he's a good little student. Damon mocked before casually shoving Ravi's shoulder. Hard enough to make him stumble back a step. You know what we do to teachers' pets around here. Ravi said nothing. His face stayed still like stone, but beneath it, flickers of heat, anger, humiliation. Don't engage. It'll only make it worse. His grandfather's voice echoed in his head like a drumbeat, wisdom etched into his bones. I asked you a question, Pudge. The warning bell rang just then. Salvation in the form of sound. Ravi used the moment to slip past them and disappear into the crowd. Their laughter chased him down the hallway like a shadow. He made it to history class and dropped into his usual seat in the far corner. His heart pounded in his chest like a drum. 3 more years. Just 3 more years. What no one at Westlake knew, what Ravi had been forbidden to reveal, was that back in San Francisco, his quiet, unassuming exterior hid something far more powerful. Something trained. Disciplined. For 6 years, Ravi had studied Wing Chun under the strict guidance of his grandfather, a martial arts master who had once trained elite Chinese fighters. At just 9 years old, Ravi had started off as the chubby kid who got bullied too much, and his parents, desperate to help him gain confidence and lose a little weight, had signed him up. What no one expected was that Ravi would take to it like second nature. He trained every day, rain or shine, 4 hours. He learned more than kicks and strikes. He learned focus, restraint, and patience. His grandfather had drilled it into him again and again. Wing Chun is not for revenge, not for bragging, not for intimidation. It's for protection. You use it only when there's no other choice. So when Ravi's family had moved across the country, and his parents started new jobs in Connecticut, his grandfather pulled him aside one last time. No fighting, he said. New place, new beginning. Your skills are not for schoolyard scuffles. And Ravi had listened. He'd endured the bullying, the whispers, the mockery, all of it. Every morning before school, he still practiced in his room. Silent drills, breathing techniques, form work. But never to use. Only to remember. But each day at Westlake pushed him closer to the edge. By mid-September, the bullying had developed a sick rhythm. Damon shoulder-checking him in the hallway. Tyler launching dodgeballs at him during gym. Chris tripping him in the cafeteria. Sending food flying while the entire room burst into laughter. Ravi kept his head down. He swallowed his pride. He obeyed his grandfather's teachings. Until that day. The day the chocolate milk hit. The day they went too far. Sitting alone in the cafeteria, Ravi was quietly eating his sandwich and reading The Art of War. Just trying to get through lunch. All by yourself again, Pudge. Damon's voice cut in right before the book was yanked from his hands. He looked up slowly, calmly. Give it back, he said, voice even. Damon laughed, flipping through the pages. What is this, some nerdy war book? You planning to start a coup? He tossed the book to Tyler, who tossed it to Chris. Ravi stood reaching for it. It's for class, he lied. You need to chill out, Chris said, holding the book high. Then Tyler grabbed him from behind, arms pinned, helpless. And Damon, laughing, picked up Ravi's open chocolate milk and tilted it overhead. No, don't, Ravi started. But it was already pouring. Cold, sticky milk streamed down his hair, his face, soaking his white shirt in a splash of humiliation. The cafeteria exploded in laughter. Even some teachers stifled grins. Tyler shoved him forward. Oops. Guess you had a little accident. Ravi stood there, milk dripping from his chin, body trembling. Not from shame, but from the effort it took not to strike. To not unleash what he knew. He walked away, dignity barely intact, and cleaned himself up in the bathroom. He stared into the mirror, breathing in rage, breathing out control. Breathe in strength. Breathe out weakness. He tried. He truly tried. But later that day, when Damon and his crew ambushed him again, this time dragging him to the second-floor bathroom, and forced his head into a toilet, that was the moment. That was when something inside Ravi snapped. Not in rage, but in resolve. No, he didn't fight back then. Not yet. He let it happen. Took the hits. Swallowed the water. But when they walked out, laughing and high-fiving like it was a game, Ravi made a choice. That night he trained. 4 hours. Fists flying. Body moving like water. His grandfather's voice still in his head. But so was another voice now.